My name is Mark Witzke, and the name of the firm is Flynn & Witzke. We do nothing but represent railroad employees who have been injured on the job anywhere in this country. He's a burner, a torch welder who worked for one of the Midwest freight railroads. Somebody operating a crane about 300 feet away picked up and dropped a piece of rail onto my client's foot. He had a compression fracture, which resulted in a foot fusion, but more impactfully ended up with CRPS at the young age of 35 years old. There were two mediation attempts. The first, the initial, was an absolute BS lowball offer. The second one, they were still less than half of what the ultimate recovery was, and the mediator sort of shrugged his shoulders and said, "You're going to trial." When I first signed the case on, I didn't know how much treatment he was going to have. Again, remember, this is 6.5 years that he was dealing with this. So I now had a bunch of past medical treatment. I needed help figuring out how to boil that down in a way that kind of hit the jurors in the gut. Most unfortunately for DK Global, I think it was a week to a week and a half before trial when all talks fell apart, and I knew that I was going to need their help. Within 24 hours, I was on a conversation walking through what I was thinking about. What I got at the end was visually impactful and super succinct, and it gave me exactly what I was looking for. How many surgical procedures, how many physical therapy appointments, how many chiropractor visits, how many doctor visits, how many injection visits did he have, my client, over the prior 7 years? And then what was his maintenance going to look like going forward? We're 2-3 days before trial. I sent it over to defense counsel so there would be no objections, or if they were, we could flesh them out. But at the same time, I sent it to the folks at the railroad who are negotiating the case on behalf of the railroad, meaning they have an in-house claims adjuster. When they saw it and understood it and realized they didn't have anything in their own bag of tricks from their lawyers that was going to counteract that, because it was just fact, the numbers moved faster. And that's how we ended up settling it during jury selection, because it was the first time that the other side understood my case. And when I say the other side, I mean the actual claims department. Working with DK Global was actually sort of a textbook explanation or example of how it should be.